Here's the final little video for a short while, which is all about a new document I've just created, which I hope is going to be of use to you. You can print this off. I'm going to get some printed and get them laminated and stuff, so you can kind of keep them in your briefcase or whatever. But I think this will come in really handy for you. So we are working to create suggested product lists, so that whenever you create a new product, depending on what roof type you choose, you will then be able to, or expect there to be, a suggested number of items that will pop up with you. But that's never completely exhaustive, and there is often an issue with it. So here's just a little thing for you to sort of carry with you while you're getting used to the products within a CPQ. Remember, as I often tell Alex, there's a product for everything. So the more products will be added. There can be a virtually infinite number of products on here. We're at about 195 right now. And as things come in and go out of fashion, so panels, for example, they are available, they're no longer available. Inverters, they're available, they're no longer available, and so on. Then they will come and go off the list. But that's Sam's job, okay? And Sam is the one who will maintain that. But here's I think, a really useful way, so that when you're compiling a list, just to be sure that you've got everything, this is what you work through. It's in alphabetical order based on product category. So you can look at the quote that you've created and you say, right, how do I put access equipment in there? Okay. I don't know what a 4-meter gate is, but that's one. A deer fence, don't know how specialist that is. General access, scaffolding, Harris fencing compounds, skylight safety, and netting. Those are the kind of products that we've thought of. If you can think of some more access-related products that we don't have there, you tell Sam. Sam will add them. They'll be available for you for the next time you look for a quote. Acquisition costs, we've got Auditel and another one called PVS. If you guys find yourself in a deal where there is another finder's fee, then by all means, get Sam to add that, not a problem. The same is true of literally every product, okay? So battery. Now, these are all the brands that are available, but you might see something that's not available. Speak to Sam, Sam can add it. Carports, all the stuff that's available. This is by available. What I mean is, this is what ops, in the form of Russell and his team, have decided that we as a business are selling, okay? So these are your products. On the whole, you should be going for something from this list. If it's not in the list, it's possibly not there for a reason. Perfect example would that be modules. Right now, Russell wants you to focus on DMEG 445s, for example. In a week's time or a month's time or whatever, that would have definitely changed. So 445s should be removed from the list and should be replaced with what? 455s, 460s, whatever's now available, or maybe even a different brand. Likewise, we get some sort of slavery scandal about JA Solar. Okay, well, during the period of a slavery scandal, I mean, Sam is quite rightly going to want to remove those from the list, because we don't want to be recommending to sell those, because we know we're going to get negative feedback. But that will die down eventually, and JA Solar will be able to demonstrate that they don't have any slaves building their panels for them, and Sam will then reintroduce whatever the latest size of JA Solars are, for example. Point to note around labour. So what I understand, there's been some confusion about what DC labour consists of, but if you basically choose the appropriate level of DC labour, it will include the usual stuff that you would expect on roof. So putting the stuff on roof, stringing it, all the mountings of framework and setting out and all that sort of thing. So that will be included. DC cable runs down to the point where the inverters will be fitted. Okay, hanging the inverters themselves, and then a basic amount of AC labour if it's a completely uncomplicated setting. And you will know that from when you do you either get a bill of materials through from Chris when you get your feasibility study, which will include more stuff. So an example of that would be a distribution board needs to be swapped out or whatever. Or there's a very long AC cable run. That will need extra cable, it will need extra time, and so on. And so that will come up either in your bill of materials that you get from Chris, in your feasibility study report, or it will come up in a, what's it called? So this is obviously late. It comes up in the sales handover meeting you have with the project manager for your job. Apologies for that. And the same is true of anything there. Any category from within here, you should consider whether you need it, and then don't add it if you don't. Okay, the categories they are the clues all there. Access costs, acquisition costs. Is there a battery? Is there a carport? You clearly need DC cable, switchgear, etc. You need electrical AC kit. Is there an EV charging point included or points included? You definitely need inverters. You definitely need labour. Um, there may be some miscellaneous stuff. So I know you guys are pushing grid imps at the moment, so that's a setup you need to think about in there as well. Mounting costs, that's a big one to be forgotten about. Always include mounting kit in that. The panels themselves, plant hire, does it need to have a telehandler or some other kind of mute? That needs to be added in somehow. Other types of services that might be relevant, stuff that happens on site. So clearly you're going to need to add in stuff like waste management, for example. So, will a skip suffice, or does there need to be something special? And likewise, will there need to be site accommodation, site management, welfare, etc., depending on the type of site it is. And then finally, warranty costs. So there's the extended warranty that we have to add if the client asks for it. There is a warranty allowance, which again, that's set by Russell's team, but where you're adding on, whatever, 5%, 2%, 10%, whatever it is, to cover the cost of breakdowns in the future. And then, of course, the extended warranty cost in total there as well. So that's all the stuff. If you print that off, you can laminate it for yourself, but I will do some laminated versions. They will change from time to time. This is the version 1.0 at the moment. The next time I do one of these, because there's been a change in the products, it'll be 1.1, 1.2, and so on. But then if you refer to this, you will always be reminded the sort of stuff that you need to add into your quote, and eventually it will become second nature, and you won't spend a lot of time on it at all. So I'll circulate this file to you anyway when I'm sending these videos around. But yeah, there you go. That's how you would make sure you got everything included. Okay, cheers guys, thank you.